Hello everybody, my name is Akano McDonald Joan Stephanie and my ID number is 191307020. I'm a student of mass communication and I'm here to talk about week 1 to week 10 topic of theory of mass media. Our week 1 topic was, why do we need a general framework? We need a general framework generating finding perspective on the mass media. The purpose is to ask as many questions as possible and to try as many approaches, methods, and designs as possible to see what generates the most useful answer to each question. 2. Growth of the mass media research. These are questions asked by the mass about the media, and researchers will try to answer the questions. 3. Inductive process. Researchers collect data and then look for patterns in those data, and when the patterns have been found, they report their findings as a suggestive answer. 4. Debate. The development of our researchers has been characterized by debate as many scholarly topics, particularly debate about paragrams and about conceptualization of effect, audience, and context. For the types of debate, we have paradigms. These paradigms debate serve as important functions of challenging us to think about the assumption we make about the nature of our own phenomena and interests. Ontology. 2. Conceptualization of mass media. There continues to be a debate about how mass media should be conceptualized. Many people define them by size of audience. Some point out the mass should be defined in terms of the kind of audience, but others disagree. And some scholars define the mass media primarily in the terms of a channel of distribution of messages. Number 3, we have media effect. There are some scholars who conceptualize media influence as being powerful, and others who conceptualize it as weak. 4, we have nature of audience. There has to be 2 schools of thought. One is passive audience, and the other one is passive audience, which includes the SRO approach, and the other is active audience, which includes gratification. The meaning of context. Any debate as concerned with the issues of whether meaning resides in the media text or in the mind of the audience members. Then we have our second topic. We talk about introduction to general framework, and we have features of the general framework, which includes the hub, the spokes, and the rim. The hub is a set of shared axioms in a field. By the term axioms, I mean an assumption that must be accepted as a foundation premise. It cannot be tested to determine its ultimate truth in any objective manner. Instead, axioms are either accepted as built or they are not. Problems in the hub. There are 2 types of problems in the hub. We have focal construct problems. In this new field, scholars began conducting research without a clear or shared conceptualization of their focal phenomenon. The struggle to build this conceptualization in a hemic process of trial and error. Scholars seem to operate as if there is a shared definition when there is not. 2, we have worldview problem. By fragmentation of worldviews, scholars are either fighting worldview battles or ignoring the differences. Ignoring the thinking of a scholar who operates from a different worldview creates a low ceiling of understanding. Then we have developing the hub. By developing the hub, 1, we can defining the focal phenomenon. The definition has 2 conditions, which of each is necessary, by neither of which is sufficient. The first condition is the technological production of messages such that they can be made available to a large number of people, and that one is the defining elements of the mass media. 2, defining the 4 facets. The 4 facets consist of the media